Well, before that performance, we're going to give you the opportunity to perform with us. And how do we do that? Well, we can embrace tranquility and strength, and that's with the yoga journey as we focus on starting our fitness goals this year. Now, you can join us for a rejuvenating session, blending mindful movements and serene stretches to set the tone for a balanced and harmonious fitness journey ahead. Now, Tammy's still out here, and she's brought along friends and family. I see who we've got with us.
Hi, thank you so much. I've got Alison Chalmers with, and then my daughter Isabella De Boelpaep.
Oh, the young blood in the building, right? So I love the fact that this is kind of very similar to what you do. You don't only just have a yoga studio, but you're mobile. So you go to people's houses, you spend time with their families or with their friends, and you can do a session mobile anywhere in like the Western Cape, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I love that. Well,
Exactly.
right now we've brought you to this studio to show off some of those moves, and I know a lot of Mzansi right now are dying to get into this sort of serene space. So let's go through it, and I'll let you lead the way.
Perfect, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to start the segment just going through a little bit of what we'll do in each session. So we're going to start sitting down.
Sitting down,
So
all right.
we can just, whatever's comfortable.
Good question.
cross-legged.
So I have some guy friends that can't do this. They
Okay.
can't sit with their legs
Well,
crossed.
if they can sit
What
like
is
this.
the option there?
Otherwise, you could just sit on your
Okay.
legs,
Genuinely,
knees,
like I'm
whatever's
serious.
comfortable.
Okay.
I think that's what the most important for me is,
Comfort.
you know, everyone is at their own pace, at their own level.
Yes.
Anyone can do yoga.
I love that.
All
Right,
right.
you heard that, Mzansi. Anybody and everybody. So why not join in right now? All right, what's
Awesome.
happening next?
So we're going to start with the breathing exercise. So we're just going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose and then hold it there for me. Don't breathe. Then exhale through your mouth. Nice slow exhale. The aim is to get that exhale to be longer than the inhale. And we'll do one more of those. So a nice inhale, nice deep inhale, hold it there, and then a nice slow release on the exhale. All right, that's one of the breathing exercises.
Yeah, that's already getting me a little bit focused.
It really just
Distracting
brings
from the
you
chaos.
into the
Yeah.
room. All right, and then we're just going to warm up our wrists a little bit. The most important part is always your warm up. We're going to be stretching our muscles. You can just take it the other way, and we don't want to be hurting ourselves. So
Yeah.
warm up is always super important.
Longevity is key this year, I think.
Exactly. So then you can just stretch your hand out in front of you and just pull your fingers back slightly.
Oh, yeah.
It's not to invoke pain. You will feel a little bit of stretch in your wrist,
That wrist
and
area, a little
possibly
bit
in
of
your
a
forearm.
Yeah.
And then you can just pull your hand down and then pull those fingers back from there, or just sort of clam over your hand. All right, and then we'll do the other side. So palm facing up, pull back those fingers slightly, and again, whatever's comfortable for you.
I'd imagine a lot of our people, our community heading out back to work this time of the year are probably going to have some stiff hands from their keyboard. So this is maybe a great
That's a
exercise
real thing.
before and after work to just
So
stretch out
true.
the hands.
It really
This is
makes
very
a difference.
pertinent, yeah.
All right, and then we can just shake
And
it
also
out
things that we don't
slightly.
focus too much on. We're always focusing on those big muscle groups.
It's so true what you say. We take for granted what our wrists and hands do, and you'll see as we'll go through the poses, all your weight is in your wrists.
Yeah.
And your feet. You'll see as we go. So
Yeah, so
quite
definitely warm that up
important.
before we do anything else. Okay. what's
Perfect.
next?
And then let's do some what we call butterfly. So just put your feet together as close to your body as possible, but however far you can get is fine. And then we're just going to lightly flap our knees or legs.
Ooh, this is so
So you
good.
can feel the stretch in your inner thigh,
like
groin.
my thigh and my groin. I've been running a lot and doing some crazy things the weekend and surfing. So this is insane for a good stretch. I
And-
can feel the rust just falling off.
It's so important, you know, even the guys who like to gym and do their thing, it's really important to stretch those muscles. So yoga is really, at any time, it works for anyone.
100%. I
at
think
any
on that
age group.
note, a lot of guys that come from that sort of like bro science where it's just all about gymming and making muscle gains. If you want real gains, you need to stretch and create a better sort of a space for the muscle to grow.
Exactly.
So this works so perfectly with all you gents out there and ladies too that are looking at building muscle. This is essential to your arsenal of working out. All right, what's up
Perfect.
next?
All right, let's start with some of the poses. So we're going to start in tabletop position. So you're on your hands and knees. We just want to check our alignment. So your wrists need to be in line with your shoulders and your hands are shoulder width apart. And then with your legs, your knees in line with your hips and hip width apart.
All right, how am I looking here? Am I all set up?
Okay, you look perfect, 100%.
Yes! Winning in Jan, I
Well
love
done,
this.
girls. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into downward dog. Okay, so I'll talk you through each sort of step. Okay, so the first thing, we're going to curl our toes over.
Okay, so
So you're on your toes, essentially. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice inhale, and then you're going to, as you exhale, push your body back. So you just push up onto your hands and push your body back. You can bend your knees here. If you feel too much of a stretch in your hamstring, you can bend your knees. Okay. Then from here, we're going to go into upward dog. So you'll shift your body weight over your hands. So first just shift over your hands, hold it there. Then, if you want to look at my feet, we just flip our feet over so we're on the tops of our feet.
Ooh, nice.
And then pull your body down, but we're not touching the mat, so you're holding it there and looking up. Okay. All right, from there, we're going to go back into downward dog. So flip your feet over so you're on your toes. Take a nice inhale and exhale and push your body back.
How come I'm like shaking in these positions? You guys just look like you're chilling like it's a Sunday. Is there something wrong with me?
Oh, it's all in the warm-up and getting used to it.
Experience, I think it is. That's the difference.
From there, you can come back and just gently go onto your knees back into tabletop position.
Oh, that was nice. Feeling a good stretch in the sort of core abdomen region.
It really works everything.
Even the ankles, which is something we don't stretch too often. Very nice, all right.
From there, probably my favorite one, we can take a child's pose. So you just rest back onto your legs. Head down on the mat. You can also bring your hands back if you like. Whatever's more comfortable. All right. And then just come back up slowly when you're ready. Key on slowly.
I feel like these are poses that you could just sleep in for the rest of the day and just like take me away.
Sometimes fall asleep on the yoga mat after. All right.
But at the same time, is it not the case where, for me, I feel like it's tough getting into these positions. Like once I'm in there and I can start to like breathe, it actually becomes a little bit easier and it becomes very, not comforting, but it's that love-hate sort of a stretch that you
It really
get, right?
is. You actually feel it through your body. And I always say that's the most important part is don't forget to breathe. We tend to sort of hold our breath in a pose and we're actually supposed to be doing the opposite. And I promise you, you'll see, we'll go through some of them now. As you breathe through it, you realize it's actually easier that way.
Yeah.
And it actually guides you and, you know, your stance is a little bit stronger. So it makes a big difference.
Okay, well, we've definitely got time for one more. So please, before we finish us up,
perfect. So from here, let's stand up.
Yeah.
We'll take one of these. Okay, so we're going to go into Warrior 2 over here. So your right foot, you can just sort of have a nice wide leg.
Pointing in front of me, right?
Pointing, yes, exactly, 100%. Toes to the top of the mat. Your back leg is at a 45-degree angle with the toes pointing inward. So just at a slight angle.
That?
That's perfect.
All right.
Okay, awesome. From there,
How's the rest of the team looking good?
Looks good. We're going to bend this knee, and then you're going to bring your arms out next to you, keeping your back nice and straight, and you're looking over your fingertips. And just take a few breaths there. Focus on the inhale and a slow exhale. Okay, and then you can just come back up to standing. So just straighten that front leg and bring your arms down. From here, we're going to do the other side. So all we do is just swap our feet around. So we don't need to move out of the pose.
All right.
So just twist our feet, making sure that back leg is at a 45-degree angle. There we go. All right. Bend that front knee, arms up, and you're just looking over your fingertips. You can feel that stretch in the back leg and your front leg thigh.
Well, Mzansi, right now I'm purely just getting into my zen, finding every reason to find balance, to find serenity. And if you want to capitalize on more of this included into a year, then Tammy's the one that you need to reach out to. She's doing some incredible work, also a mobile edition of yoga. So if you want some friends and family to get an experience of yoga, then she can come to your space, to your premise, and do exactly that. Now, this is perfect to add to your arsenal of working out and moving. And this is what Jan is all about, taking control, taking your power back, and finding balance. Well played, Tammy.
Thank you so much.
Nice job,
for
team.
joining.
Booyah. Booyah. Nicely done.